I'll be MAGA.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a very interesting man. He probably holds the title of the last Republican governor of California. And it sounds like he's not done being a Republican yet. I don't forgive him, of course, for being anti-Trump. That's stupid. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, somebody who is also an actor and celebrity, turned Republican phenomenon, actually, becoming president. Arnold could never become president because he wasn't born here. But he was on Rob Lowe's podcast saying what makes him a Republican. And he says, well, the fact that I don't want to F up cities like Democrats. Quite interesting comment here.
Let me ask you this, and I ask people this all the time, and a good man, served for many, many, many years. He used to have the greatest makes me a Republican. And he had, I think, 4 or 5 things. I think it was, in no particular, strong military, low taxes, less government, more personal freedoms. There might have been a couple, but it makes sense to know.
Strong law enforcement.
Strong law enforcement. And then I'd like to know I always ask Democrats what it means to be a Democrat in that way. And I think whatever anybody would say.
Ruin your cities.
What would they say?
Ruin your cities.
What's that?
Ruin your cities.
Ruin your cities.
That's what the Democrats would say. Be about ruining the cities. We want to up every city in America. That's what it seems to be the theme right now.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
They want to up every city in America and ruin your cities. Arnold Schwarzenegger saying this as the beloved home state of California now has a pirate problem. Like literally, homeless pirates are marauding through crime-riddled San Francisco Bay. Arnold Schwarzenegger, serving as governor, served not too far from San Francisco. Now there are literal pirates. You can see footage of him here, going through and taking over and looting. Look at these. This is the destruction that they leave. Looting the boats in San Francisco Bay and around Oakland. So California has a pirate problem. Once again. That's too good. But he's true. I mean, it's true. I mean, if there's anyone who actually understands this and understands how much Democrats ruin cities, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Interestingly enough, Arnold Schwarzenegger went out to go fill potholes on his street. Here he is putting asphalt into the potholes on his street because where he lives in uber woke, uber Democrat LA, no one can show up to do work like this. Today, after the whole neighborhood's been upset about a giant pothole, it's been screwing up cars and bicycles for weeks, I went out with my team to fix it. As always, let's not complain. Let's do something about it. Here you go. And this is Arnold cleaning up his own pothole. Speaking of some potholes I'd like to get filled, Arnold Schwarzenegger went on The View and was able to shove down their throats his idea of a wall that would be a great wall that nobody could get through. Well, who does that sound like?
First of all, I believe very strongly in having a border that no one can get through. That's number one for me. Number two, what is important is that we have visas.
Listen to the Views audience not clap at all for that. They're like trained lobotomized seals on every little talking point, and he's like, I want a wall that no one can get through, and nothing.
Available for people that want to work in the United States so they don't have to work illegally. It is bogus. We need the workers here, no matter where you look around. If I look at my house, there's all these Latinos working there. If I look out on the street, the people on the streets are working, the Latinos. If I look at the high rises, they're working. If I look in the kitchen, if I go into a restaurant, it is foreign workers working everywhere and working their asses off.
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest with each other. So we should give them the visas so they can do it legally.
Yeah.
Why do you have to sneak in the United States? I believe that you should have guest workers permits, you should have permanent working permits, not a few of them, but to have enough so that we have enough workers being able to come in here.
Oh, really? Do we have enough workers being able to come in here? Because again, dude, you just tweeted about how you don't have anyone to fill the potholes in your streets. And then he goes on The View and says he sees workers. He sees Latinos in the streets and in the gardens. What are you saying, Arnold? Arnold Schwarzenegger tells Rob Lowe the U.S. principles of freedom, low taxes, law and order. and are being ruined by left-wing politicians who want to F up every city in America. The 76-year-old had been referring to ongoing problems in cities like San Francisco, Philadelphia, New York, Los Angeles. His remark came as widespread looting in Philadelphia last week. The mayor of New York pleaded with migrants to stay away from the city. Oh, really? I actually am totally in favor of talented people coming to this country. I mean, like, by race, like, white people are like in the bottom the bottom centile of, I mean, I think it's like number 20 on the list. People come here from India and African countries, and by race, they actually make a lot more money per capita. Like, I'm in favor of intelligent, smart people coming here from other countries, doing it legally. I mean, I'm not totally against what he said there in The View. So what happened? The Terminator star says, when you talk about the Republican Party, what you just said is what made me buy in. Schwarzenegger had been referring to the ongoing problems of drug abuse and homelessness in San Francisco. And, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been a longtime resident of California. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor of California. Still can't believe it's real, but this is his official gubernatorial portrait. Come on, it's too good. Look at his he was governor from 2003 and in 2006. Look at his incredible accolades for Schwarzenegger. Film career, Terminator, Hasta la Vista Baby, I'll Be Back. Bodybuilding champion, Mr. Olympia. Governor. Only in America, man. Only in America is pretty incredible. All right. So, yeah, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have you met Reagan. Look at that. That's a nice photo. There you go. Good, too good at the good old boys. Okay. Anyway, look down here. I just down at the bottom of the article. Important to note that the dude won like big time. So first he won in a recall election. Schwarzenegger won 48% of the recall election, which is dominant. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger went on to run for re-election and won 55% in multiple people on the ballot here. But against the Democrat, he, destroyed him. That's pretty unbelievable. You will probably never see that again in California. Never see it again. There is something that I'll never forgive Arnold Schwarzenegger for, so little things like this can pop off, and you can say, oh, well, that's neat. A celebrity said something about the Republicans. This just shows you that the guy is, hasn't shaken off enough of his Austrian heritage, I guess, in comments like this. I mean, these kind of comments are the ones that really got under my skin, quite literally. The jab didn't get under my skin, but these kind of comments really did during COVID.
Well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom, because with freedom comes obligations and responsibility.
So he said that during the COVID pandemic. Screw your freedom. Okay. Screw your freedom, said in a deep German voice. Yeah, well, never going to forgive Arnold for that one, but it's interesting to see him sort of ping-pong ball around with politics again. I do think that he had a very successful governorship in California. Could have paved the way for a lot of other good things to happen in that state, but instead allowed his state to continue to be invaded and then to be totally conquered by a group of people that made a deal with the devil to get under the radar work permits and welfare and public, become recipients of public funds in exchange for total fealty to the Democrat Party. So, welfare programs equal Democrat votes, and Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't stop that practice in California, and then the state was effectively flipped like that. California used to be a very red state, and then the state flipped as soon as they got that system in place. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you need any further explanation about what's going on across the country right now, there it is. Stop the communism, please, by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. It's your boy Benny. Democrats are trying to F up your cities. See ya.